powered by Manitoba Hydro. And now we welcome those who participated in the 2026 Manitoba Games. These athletes have all worked hard these last few days to be the very best that they can be. And each region is led by an athlete that they have selected to represent them as their flag bearer. Carrying the regional placards are members of the local Thompson sport organizations who represent the next generation of Manitoba Games athletes. Please rise if you are able and direct your attention to the side of the arena and join me in welcoming the participants of the 2026 Manitoba Games. Please welcome to the athletes, coaches who represent your host region, Team North. Carrying the flag and leading in Team North is Wynn Capitelli. Team North finished the games with a total of 7 medals, including 1 gold, 1 silver, 6 bronze medals. Carrying waiting for everyone to take their seats, we will now introduce your 2026 Manitoba Games flag bearers for the closing ceremonies. From Team North, this is Quinn Capitelli, a female hockey athlete. Quinn is a local Thompsonite who has been a consistent leader on her team. She encourages players on the bench through the entire game, no matter the score and outside of the games. She encourages her team to cheer on all of Team North. From Team East, let's hear it for Brandon Tinker. Brandon is a athlete who participated in the whole week of the games, including curling and cross-country skiing. From Team South, Rosalind Hepner. Rosalind is 10 years old and participating in the games for the very first time in cross-country skiing. Her goals for the games were to have fun and ski her best, and she's here today having had all the fun and a bronze medal to boot. From Team Winnipeg Blue, welcome Paisley Strong. Great courage by stepping up and playing as a keeper. She had no previous experience in net, and she was brave and had a positive attitude and competed her hardest. From Team Winnipeg Gold is Ruth Turk. She has shown great commitment to the sport and is very inclusive and considerate of everyone on her team and beyond. And from Team West, Sawyer Blixhaven. Prepared so well for the games and earned himself a bronze medal in the U17 individual badminton competition. He has a great attitude and consistently commits to his sportsmanship. Congratulations again to our flag bearers for being selected to represent the region. This ceremony is being live streamed on the Sport Manitoba YouTube channel and the Manitoba Games Facebook page. So if you have some friends or family who could not be here with us tonight, let them know so that they can celebrate along with us. Let's hear it one more time for the athletes, coaches, and managers of the 2026 Manitoba Games. In the spirit of truth and reconciliation, the Games would like to acknowledge that we are signatories of Treaty 5 land and recognize that the Nisittuwasik Cree Nation, on whose traditional territory we live, learn, and teach. The community of Thompson is located in the province of Manitoba, which is located on the traditional and ancestral lands of Nihedo, Ininu, Deniseline, Métis, Inuit, and Sininau, Anishinaabe, and Dakota Oi nations. Let this acknowledgement serve as a reminder of our commitment to honor treaties in the spirit of truth and reconciliation, as we all reside on treaty land here in Manitoba.
Dense everyone, hello. My name is Kristen Williams. I'm an Ithaniskio from Treaty 5 territory. I'm proud of my family roots from Opipa Napiwan Cree Nation in Nova Scotia. I was raised in Thompson, graduated high school here, and completed my Bachelor of Nursing through UCN and the University of Manitoba. I now proudly serve the people of the North as a registered nurse in the ER. Athletics has always been my passion. I'm a former Manitoba Winter Games athlete and represented Team Manitoba in the North American Indigenous Games. Throughout my sports journey, I've had so many incredible people volunteer their time and coach and mentor me, much like your coaches and your managers here with us tonight. Let's give it up for them. I now give back to my community through coaching volleyball at Artie Parker and running the Adult Recreation League here in Thompson. Whether you stay a lifetime participant or find new ways to be involved in sports like I have, I hope your love for the game never fades. I'm honored to be your Master of Ceremonies this evening. Egasane. Thank you. We are now joined by some very special guests this afternoon. Please help me welcome the dignitaries of the 2026 Manitoba Games, powered by Manitoba Hydro. The Honorable Matt Weed, Minister of Justice and Attorney General. Her Worship Mayor Colleen Spook, City of Thompson. Jelina Lajimodier, Vice President and Minister of Justice for Manitoba Immigration. Angel Bartlett and Jolene Brown, Superintendent and Assistant Superintendent of the School District of Mystery Lake. John Blatcher, Director of Sport for Sport Manitoba. Quinn Mennick, the Vice President of Operations at Manitoba Hydro. One of the hardest working guys in Thompson to bring these games together, Brian Mintenko. And finally, two individuals who for the last 2 years have done nothing but eat, sleep, and breathe the games, who represent the hundreds of volunteers that made this week a huge success. Executive Directors of the 2026 Manitoba Games, Thompson Host Society, Todd Harwood and Christy Andres. Please stand and remain standing afterwards if you are able to remove your hats for the singing of our national anthem. To perform O Canada in Cree, please welcome Alex Moody. Thank you, Alex. You have such a beautiful voice. I now invite the women of White Wolf to the stage to perform an honor song. Please refrain from clapping following the performance. Please be seated. We would now like to welcome our first performers of the evening. We are honored to be joined by 3 young traditional dancers from Nisqually Cree Nation. Maddox is 9 years old and began dancing at the age of 5. He has grown to love the beauty of his culture through dancing powwow. His regalia represents Every Child Matters. His long braids will be donated to cancer care this summer following a hair-cutting ceremony. Maddox fully embraces his culture through daily prayer in his Cree language, the singing of ceremonial songs with his drum, as well as gospel songs with his mother, Barb. Owen is 9 years old and began dancing at the age of 3. He is a grass dancer and drummer of Red Cree Singers. Julia is 17 years old and is a grade 12 student. She is passionate about her language and culture. Julia lives an alcohol and drug-free lifestyle. She dances the jingle dress dance for healing and wellness for her family, community, and people of Turtle Island. Please welcome the Nesbitt Cree Nation traditional dancers.
At this time, we would like to welcome Jelida to bring greetings on behalf of MMF and the Indigenous community. Jelida is Vice President of the Manitoba Winter Games.
I was here on opening night and was reminded of family as I listened that night, Sunday, and again today. Listened to my niece be part of the drum group, singing, and make me very proud. And I also was thinking of my nephew, who lives in Winnipeg, but might someday be a dancer at the Secret Society. What it reminded me of is we're one big family, we're one Manitoba, and I've heard that over and over again. To all the athletes, potential future Olympians, as these games come to a close, we celebrate your results and your powerful determination. You have trained, you have pushed yourself, physically and mentally. Your discipline, teamwork, and courage has brought you here today. Some of the athletes will go home with medals, but all of you will leave here with something else equally important. Growth, confidence, friendships, and knowledge that you gave your very best. We are all very proud of you. To all the sponsors, organizers, and volunteers, we thank you. Your generous sponsorship and countless hours of dedication has created opportunity for these young athletes to shine. You have built a medium for memories that will last a lifetime. To the families and the northern community, your support makes all the difference. Your cheers, your encouragement, and your belief in our athletes have helped them cross the finish lines. Sports teaches us resilience and leadership. It teaches pride in who we are and where we come from. These values strengthen individuals and communities. As we close the Manitoba Winter Games 2026, may you carry forward the spirit of competition, respect, pride, and unity that we have witnessed this week. Continue striving, continue supporting one another, and continue to believe in your potential. On behalf of the national government of the Ministerial, and as Vice President of the Thompson region, along with my ministers, Mark Raffle and Bill Dignitary, and to every athlete, every coach, every volunteer, and every sponsor and every supporter, congratulations. You made our community, your community, very proud. I wish everyone a safe journey home. That is you, be rich, and that's what the God.
Please welcome the Nesbitt Cree Nation traditional dancers again.
What a fantastic performance. Let's hear it one more time for the Nisittuasik Cree Nation traditional dancers. We would now like to call up Catherine Savoy, President of Mystery Mountain Winter Park, to announce the winner of the 2026 Manitoba Games 50-50 raffle.
Winter Park, which hosted the Alpine Adventure Winter Games. Opening in 1963, we were the oldest running non-profit volunteer organizations in Thompson. Mystery Mountain is home to the best and the coolest alpine skiing in Manitoba. Every aspect of Mystery Mountain is the result of thousands of volunteer hours each year. Mystery Mountain does not receive any funding from any level of government. I want to give a huge thank you to all those volunteers who prepared the local Winter Games this week, just as they do for the people of Thompson every weekend. As many of you have seen this week, and leading up to the games, we had an online 50-50 raffle set up for Raffle. We want to extend a big thank you to all the volunteers who have sold tickets throughout the week, and all those who purchased tickets. Proceeds from this raffle will be redirected to local sports, recreation, and wellness programming in Thompson. The jackpot finished a short time ago at $51,540, leaving one Manitoba resident with a take-home prize of $49,770. We are excited to announce the winner of the 2006 Manitoba Games 50-50 raffle is April Hawkins. Congratulations, April, and thank you again for everyone.
Thank you, Catherine, and the Mystery Mountain Ski Hill for all that you do for the community of Thompson. And congratulations to the winner. As all you know, the Manitoba Games do not just happen. They take years of planning, hundreds of volunteers, and a vast array of resources. There are two organizations that deserve a ton of recognition. First, the City of Thompson. For the last 7 days, our city has shifted many of its resources to the Games. We would like to thank the Mayor and Council, the City Administration, our city employees, and of course, the residents of the City of Thompson. Your commitment to the Games provided a financial boost to our sport community, attracted visitors from across the province, who we all hope will return one day, and give an opportunity for everyone to enjoy sport in the most exciting ways. Let's hear it for the City of Thompson. Next, the School District of Mystery Lake. Shifting the spring break away from the rest of the province, the School District of Mystery Lake provided 2 athlete villages, a central food hub, a venue for 3 different sports, meeting spaces, athletic entertainment areas, and more. They also provided their custodians and maintenance staff who ensured the continuous operation of those villages and facilities listed. Teachers from Artie Parker and Deerwood cleared out their classrooms to make way for sleeping space. Students assisted with setup in the days, weeks, months leading up to the Games, and many SDML staff chose to forfeit their own spring break to help with the Games. It was a total team effort, and we could not be more appreciative. Please give a big round of applause to the School District of Mystery Lake and its staff. On behalf of the Ceremonies Committee Chair, we would also like to say a big thank you to music makers. All occasions, Colosso Vision, the City of Thompson staff, and the dozens of volunteers who made the vision of opening and closing ceremonies a reality. This place looks incredible, so let's give them a big round of applause. We would now like to welcome our second performance of the evening. This is a vibrant cultural dance performance by a Nigerian group showcasing traditional music, colorful attire, and heritage. Please help me welcome the Nigerian cultural dance group. What a great performance. Let's give it up for the Nigerian Cultural Dance Crew. When Thompson hosted the games in 2018, it had been 24 years since the last time we hosted. A lot changed in the world in 2018 compared to 1994, just as it has 8 years later in 2026. What has not changed is the hospitality, resilience, and strength of the North. The people of Thompson are proud of the little mining city that we call home. When visitors come, we showcase that pride through our people, our culture, and our experiences. We hope that you are able to get out and explore a little bit during your time here, beyond the TRCC, your sport venues, and your villages. From winding rivers and roaring waterfalls to wolf murals and breathtaking northern lights, Thompson has so much more to offer, and we hope to see you again. So let's hear it. Did you have fun during your time here in Thompson? The atmosphere that the Manitoba Games brings to a community is unmatched. From the thrill of parallel slalom race and the push of a toe across the speed skating finish line to the perfect skip stone and an overtime goal, the competition brings an electrifying energy and ignites the crowd. But don't just take my word for it. Let's check out some of the 2026 Manitoba Games through the eyes and lens of our Grow Media team. right. Please join me in welcoming the Honorable Matt Wiebe, Minister of Justice and Attorney General.
Wow, what an amazing video. Thanks, Jeff. What a great closing ceremonies to cap off an incredible week of the Manitoba Games. It's truly an honor to be here on behalf of the province of Manitoba to wish all of the athletes, all of the parents, all of the coaches, all of the volunteers, all the amazing people that pulled this together, all the best, and thank you for your hard work. 200 athletes participated in this game, and I want to congratulate each and every one of you, whether you walked away with a medal or you just did your best. It is the joy of the experience of competing that you should take the most pride in. Your talent, your determination, and your dedication truly inspires those around you. And I want to make sure that you know that all Manitobans are very, very proud of you. I also want to recognize the many coaches, the officials, the mentors, and everyone who's helped shape these athletes and make these games possible. It's your time, your patience, and your encouragement that makes such a difference in their lives. It makes a difference in the lives of these athletes, but it's also that support that is invaluable to the sport in general, and your commitment builds a stronger sporting community across this province. So to the athletes, I hope you took the advantage of the chance to take in the atmosphere, take in the thrill of victory and the pain of defeat, alongside new friends, new teammates, and with those memories, I know that will carry you well into the future. And of course, all this would not have been possible without all of the support around these athletes, the families, the friends. And I want to thank you all for your early mornings, your late nights, and everything else you do. Once again, I wish thank you to all the work that's taken place behind the scenes, all the individuals who pulled together the games here in Thompson. To the 2026 Manitoba Winter Games Host Committee, the mission staff, the team leaders, and the many volunteers, many volunteers who put their time and energy into creating such a fantastic event. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Your leadership and your continued support of sport across our province goes such a long way. This event builds a true Manitoba, and I appreciate the work that you do to allow sport to bring us all together. So finally, thank you to the City of Thompson for coming together to host again and to bring Manitobans together to allow them to experience Thompson, to experience the North. I have no doubt that this is awesome.
Thank you, Minister Wiebe. I would now like to invite your worship, Mayor Colleen Smoot, to bring a message on behalf of the City of Thompson.
Wow, what a week it's been. And it's all because of you. sort of whispered in my ear at an event we were in Manitoba. I think Thompson could go over this Winter Games again. Sure we can. A lot of my colleagues were quite as enthusiastic. You know, I knew we could do it. We've got such a great group of volunteers. I have such our staff and administration of the city. Christine and Bob stepped up to the plate right away. It's just been an absolutely fabulous week. So we definitely thank all of you athletes for coming forward. I know I'm doing a rush ride home, so I'll make it quick. I just want to appreciate everybody, and I just want to say how respectful all you athletes have been to us all week. And even if anything goes wrong, you come out and you settle it for the bottom line. So again, looking forward to seeing you come to Thompson on your own, just to come visit us again, or for the next games. So with that being said, thank you all for coming.
Manitoba Hydro has long been a supporter of the Manitoba Games program. We know that they believe in the power of sport, and we are pleased to partner with them as a title sponsor of the Manitoba Games. Please welcome Quinn Bennett, Vice President of Operations at Manitoba Hydro.
Thank you very much. And now a word from your sponsor, one of your sponsors. So hello everyone. How about a round of applause for a terrific week? So a lot happened over the course of the week. And imagine a lot of you are feeling a lot of different ways. Some of you may be glad your hard work paid off. And some of you may be ready to try again for another day. Some of you may be ecstatic about a win, and some of you may have been devastated over a loss. Some of you are looking forward to going back home, but yet you're sad to leave such a great city here in the north. And some of you, I'm looking at you and talking about all volunteers and event planners and coordinators. Might be letting out a bit of a sigh of relief after an incredible week. But let's give a round of applause for everyone who made the game demonstrate. So no matter what you're feeling at this moment, I want you to hold on to that. Really think about how you felt this week. Some of you triumphed, some of you didn't. That's okay. You should all be proud. If you competed, you should be proud you got here. If you were a volunteer, you should be proud of all the things you did to make these events happen. If you were a spectator, you should be proud of everyone, including yourself, for being here and supporting local sports and community building. I'd like you to hold on to whatever you're feeling today. Because even if you didn't make it to where you wanted to be this week, what you did is make memories. And both victory and defeat builds character. For some people, victory is proof that hard work pays off. For some, the defeat is motivation to work even harder next time. So no matter what you did for or how you perform, I hope you will remember this week. I hope you remember what a rush it is to be part of something that touches so many people and to pull off an event with so many moving parts. Manitoba Hydro powers this game because we hope to empower you to be the best athlete, community member, volunteer, spectator, or sponsor that you can be. So I thank you for being here, and I hope you saw the best of what the games will be. At the very least, I hope you made amazing memories. Thank you.
Thank you, Lynn and Manitoba Hydro, for your continued support of youth in Sport Manitoba. We want to take a moment to recognize our title and presenting sponsors who joined us this week to award medals to our athletes. Thank you to the representatives from Manitoba Hydro, Calm Air, Travel Manitoba, and Manitoba's credit unions for being part of those special moments for our athletes. We'd also like to thank Monica Minolta, who is unable to present this afternoon. The support of our sponsors is truly integral to the games. We all know that events like this could not happen without the help and support of a dedicated crew of over 750 volunteers. There were those who worked behind the scenes in the kitchen, to the ushers, scorekeepers, and announcers, to those who stayed up all night at the villages to ensure the safety of our athletes. There's just so much that goes on behind the scenes. These games provide a unique opportunity that bring together Manitobans of all skill sets. Chefs, security guards, accountants, plumbers, medics, writers, all for the purpose of sport. The games are really a bunch of amazing people working together and showing what it truly means to be in a community. Let's hear it for our division leads, logistics, Harold Smith. Athlete services, Sandy Diver. Representing finance and revenue generation, co-chairs Corey Murdy and Dylan Hickway. Special events, Jason Frost. Marketing and communications, Eden Valentino. Sport, Blue Diver. Volunteer division, Cheryl Crawley. Again, these 8 hardworking dedicated volunteers represent more than 750 volunteers who made the 2026 Manitoba Games possible. Although we would love to recognize as many of those individuals volunteers as possible, there is one story that we want to highlight. To do that, please welcome Co-Executive Director Todd Harwood to the stage.
Really quickly, we're obviously super excited to have you all here, and we think that we've educated you guys a little bit on what it's like to be going to Manitoba and Thompson. So these truly are the Manitoba Games, and I can tell you that for all the people that were introduced, we were humbled to meet a volunteer, and her name is Pat Ovi. I'm going to call Pat up, please. So what's special about Pat is Pat has absolutely no connection to Thompson. Okay? Pat has no relatives. She has, in Thompson, she has nobody competing in the Manitoba Games. She was on her social media, and she heard about the Manitoba Games and said, "Ooh, that's really interesting. I think I'm going to go to Thompson and I'm going to volunteer for the Manitoba Games." And she has been unbelievable, working 12-hour days for all 7 days of the Games. She's been absolutely amazing. We feel like she has changed our lives. So we wanted to recognize Pat. So anybody from Thompson now has a place to stay. She lives in Southdale in Winnipeg. You can crash on her place. Okay, great. So on top of that though, Calm Air heard the story about Pat, and Calm Air would like to provide Pat with a flight home. So Michelle Everett from Calm Air is here to present Pat. Thank you very much. I'll turn it back over to our sponsor.
up and give all our volunteers a huge round of applause. The Manitoba Games proudly presents 2 awards at the end of each games to the teams who best display sportsmanship and spirit throughout the week. To present the Larry Desjardins Breakthrough Performance Award and the J.A. Ernst Spirit of the Games Award, please welcome from our presenting sponsor, Comair, Michel Labourier.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. So on behalf of Comair, I'd like to thank Sport Manitoba, the Manitoba Winter Games Host Committee, the City of Thompson, including Mayor Smook and her team, as well as all the volunteers, coaches, officials, and families who made these games possible here in Thompson. Big round of applause. And to all of you, the young athletes, including my son who competed in badminton, a big congratulations. So your commitment to teamwork, perseverance are what make these games so special. Whether this was your first games or your last, you should be incredibly proud of what you've accomplished and the way you've represented your communities. So Comair has been a longtime supporter of the Manitoba Winter Games because we believe sport builds confidence, connection, and opportunity, especially for youth across northern Manitoba. But we're here for these 2 awards, so let's get to it. It's an honor to be here today to present the Larry Desjardins Breakthrough Performance Award and the J.A. Ernst Spirit of the Games Award, which celebrate not only athletic achievement, but leadership, sportsmanship, and character. So the Larry Desjardins Breakthrough Performance Award is presented to the region that shows the greatest improvement in results from the 2024 Games in Dauphin to this year's Winter Games. So I need some help with some drum roll here. Okay. So congratulations to Team South, who has been chosen as this year's winner of the award. So we're gonna have 2 representatives come up, accept the award, and take some pictures. Okay, so the next award is the J.A. Ernst Spirit of the Games Award, which is presented to the region, showing the greatest enthusiasm reflected in teamwork, respect, and fair play during the Manitoba Games powered by Manitoba Hydro. Another drum roll, please. So, congratulations to Team West, who has been chosen as this year's award winners. Big congratulations to Team West. Okay, so again, congratulations to all the athletes and thank you for an incredible week.
Thank you, Michelle, and congratulations to our award winners. I now bring your attention to the Manitoba Games flag that was raised at the opening ceremonies and is flying above our heads. It will now be lowered and carried by the Royal Canadian Air Cadets, led by Officer Cadet Kennedy. Manitoba Summer Games in August 2028. Let's hear it one more time for the Royal Canadian Air Cadets. Ladies and gentlemen, as is tradition, the Manitoba Games cauldron was lit at the beginning of the games. Please direct your attention to the screen. The cauldron is now extinguished. As these games draw to a close, the flame will gradually extinguish and will be lit again in just under 2 years at the 2028 Manitoba Summer Games. The 2026 Manitoba Games, powered by Manitoba Hydro, have transformed from a dream into reality. 2 individuals have provided the leadership and guidance for a large team of staff and volunteers for the past 2 years. Please welcome the co-chairs of the 2026 Manitoba Games, powered by Manitoba Hydro, Thompson Host Society, Todd Harwood and Christy Andres.
Hello, everybody. As we gather here this afternoon for the closing of the Manitoba Winter Games, I'd like to begin by celebrating something that's truly special and that has been visible in every arena, gym, trail, ski hill this week. That's the incredible support of our families. Behind every athlete here tonight is a family. Families are the early morning alarms, the rides to practice in snowstorms and cold winter mornings. They are the packed bags, the late night returns from competition, and the quiet encouragement after a tough loss. Families are the voices cheering the loudest from the stands and the ones reminding our athletes why they love the sport on the tough days. Parents, guardians, grandparents, siblings, and loved ones, thank you. Your dedication, patience, and belief in young athletes make memories like this possible. The Manitoba Games are not just about competition, but they are about a bond between the athlete and the family who stands beside them every step of the way. To our coaches, volunteers, officials, many of whom are also parents and family members, thank you for giving your time, your energy, and your passion to create opportunities for the young athletes to grow. Athletes, long after the scores are forgotten and medals are put away, what will remain are the moments that you've shared with your families. The road trips, the laughs, the lessons learned, and the pride you felt competing together as part of something bigger. These games remind us that sport is truly a family journey. So tonight, as we celebrate the end of the games, let us celebrate families who made it possible and athletes who made it unforgettable. Congratulations to all athletes.
As we said many times tonight, like I said, Christy and I are just the faces of an organization of about 800 people who put these games together. So thank you again to the volunteers. This doesn't happen without boots on the ground. So one more round off for the volunteers, please. Special thanks to the Host Society volunteers who committed roughly 2 years of their lives to putting these games together. Thank you, the Host Society volunteers for our work. Big gigantic thanks to Brian Matenko. Brian Matenko had a ton of games experience. Did a great job of making us look good. So Brian is a supervisor behind the scenes. Thank you, Brian. Bit of a personal note, I want to thank my wife Nicole. I want to thank my daughter Lily. I want to thank Adele. Many nights I had to escape the house going to meetings and just to work some stuff that I appreciate your. I'm going to get emotional. God. I also want to wish Adele a happy birthday. Happy birthday, Adele, wherever you are. When we were asked to host the games once again, Christy and I, again, came on the scene pretty quickly. We had a couple of goals. We had 3 goals that we really wanted to accomplish, and I'm pretty confident we accomplished them. One of the things that we wanted to showcase was the multiculturalism of Thompson. And I think with some of the performances you saw tonight, as well as any of our sport athletes saw the performances of opening ceremonies, Thompson's moving on, and we have a really growing ethnic community. So we think that came across. We wanted to make an act of reconciliation, and we felt that showcasing Cree culture and Cree language was important to us. And I think we made that visible in our names, and I hope we can come back and do some Cree phrases that we might have learned. And we also had the goal of changing hearts and minds for Thompson. We were bus wranglers for some of the buses that were coming in. One of the questions that we got as athletes were arriving was Thompson safe? And we know that there's that perception out in the media or in the community that Thompson is a safe place. And where we need your help is spreading the word. I was in Thompson, and it's fantastic up there. So we think we've accomplished those 3 goals. We hope we have, and that's what we need. Get there, the 2026 Manitoba Games officially closed.
Thank you, Tom and Christine. We are truly thankful for your work in bringing the 2026 Manitoba Games to Thompson. On behalf of the 2026 Manitoba Games, thank you to all the participants who took part. It was a great week of exciting competition and sport excellence. We extend our appreciation to Manitoba Hydro, all the presenting sponsors, and to the local friends of the Games for their support. Finally, thank you to Thompson and the amazing volunteers who made these games one to remember. Athletes, please remain seated. Your bus number will be called when it is time for you to leave. Participants taking alternative transportation, please remain seated until all bus athletes have been called. Thank you to everyone for joining us this afternoon. Safe travels to those leaving Thompson. We hope to see you again soon. Let's hear it one more time for a job well done.